Okay, so one of the big questions on the last call towards the end of the call that we didn't really have time to get answered, and one of the main questions for tonight's call was, what do you do during the struggle months? And I want to first let you know that if this is a struggle month for you, and I can see everyone from my online office, and for the most part, everyone's struggling. And that's okay, because I am too. I have 8 Success Club points so far this month, but those are people, to be really honest with you, that I've been working on for a long time that finally committed, and they all committed at the same time. Like, I had 8 Success Club points by like the 9th of the month. It was literally just those months where those people that you've been like everyone I've been hounding messaged me and was like, oh, by the way, I bought my challenge pack and signed up as a coach. And I was like, sweet, thank you. So don't think that I have necessarily any like top secrets to Success Club. A lot of that was really just people finally coming through. I'm doing my power of threes and not seeing a lot of success, just like you guys are. But, oh, let me mute this person. But the good news is we still have like 8 days left in this month. It's more than enough time to hit Success Club and reach your goals for the month. It may not seem that way, but there are people on this call, myself included, who've hit Success Club the last day of the month with 0 points. Like, it's a thing, it happens. So I want to give you some tips. The most important thing this time of year, it's slow for everyone, is you have to be creative. This is a hard time for everyone. It's September, school just started back, people are getting in their routines. Whether you're a college student, you're a mom, you're anyone, like, this is a crazy time for me. I'm getting ready for deployment, homecoming, I'm moving, like, football season is starting. There's all this temptation and all this craziness. It's crazy for everyone, us included. And I think sometimes we have to get out of our own heads and realize that it's not just hard for us. If it's hard for us, it's hard for our target market too, because we're trying to recruit and reach out to our best friends. If we're struggling, usually our best friends are struggling too. So you need to focus in these slow times on adding value to your target market. How can you solve their current problems? Take their struggles and strengthen them. Back to school. So many people are busy dealing with back to school. They've got to get the kids ready, or a lot of my friends are going back to school right now, or I have some friends that are in college and they're getting back to school. How can you solve those problems? Combine your challenge groups or offer free groups to solve their problems. Do a time management group. Take your 21-day normal challenge and do something like, well, it would have to be 30. Do something like Chalene Johnson's push with your challengers. Help them figure out how to prioritize their goals, reach their health and fitness goals while they're getting fit. Perfect combination, because what's on sale right now? PIO and push. It's perfection. You can Chalene their lives all up. It's going to teach them time management. It's going to teach them how to focus on their health and fitness. And it's going to be a great way to just get them all in. Chalene puts so much amazing content on social media that you don't even need to create your own content. You can go hijack it from her. So time management group. Everyone's busy. Solve their problem for them. Back to school. What does that mean? Now people are picking their kids up from school, dealing with work, taking their kids to school. They're going to school. You're like me, you're running around crazy. It's just this time of year. It doesn't matter if you're a mom, you're not a mom, you're married, you're not married, you're a dude, you're a chick. It's a crazy time of year. The holidays are coming. It's life. It's like a life time of year. Crock pot recipes. Crock pot clean eating challenge groups, because they can toss it in the crock pot, in the morning and dinner's ready when they get home. Solve their problem. Help them solve their problem. That's time management and clean eating. That's like a double whammy. Like, let me help you with your kids, time management, and your nutrition. What's up? And I have never run a crockpot clean eating group, but it's in my to-do list. And if you need one, I can get you one from Amy. So crockpot groups. Football season. So many people do not tap into this. For me, I am a huge, huge, huge football fan. If there is any time of year that I ride the struggle bus, it's this one. I want wings, I want pizza, I want to drink margaritas, and I want to cheer on the Titans. And when they lose, it is the most emotional eating you've ever seen in your life. When your team is like losing, you gain weight that season. Like, it's just a thing. When they're winning, you're too excited. When they're losing, you just stuff your face. Solve their problems. Start sharing things on your page that are clean eating, modified football recipes. Show them how to make things like the cauliflower buffalo little wing things. Show them how to modify, their Rotel dip to be healthier. Show them, how to, whatever other football foods there are. Help them modify that. Another thing that helps people with time management this time of year, healthy breakfasts on the go. Again, people are getting ready for school, all these things. Start just sharing. These are just daily shares too. This doesn't even have to be a group. You can share things like how you do your breakfast in the morning other than Shakeology. People get it. We have Shakeology. Share that. I'm not saying don't, but you've got to give people a solution that's for everyone, not just a solution that's for people that drink Shakeology. At some point, people will stop coming to you if the only solution you give them is Shakeology. And that's just me being real with you. If every time somebody asks you for a healthy meal, you say, well, I just have my Shakeology because it's quick and easy and healthy and it has 7,000 superfoods and is like 8 trips to the salad bar. We know the value, but you've got to give people another solution. You've got to show people that you want to help them, even if they're not going to do Shakeology, if you ever want them to want Shakeology. Sorry. Groups. Take your groups and be creative. It may not seem like it's creative right now because everybody's doing like fall into fitness. I've seen the same graphic like 275 times in my newsfeed. And it's cool. Like, if you shared it, I know. I've done it. Everyone's doing it. It has like the 3 chicks with skinny jeans and boots. And it's like kind of faded and says fall into fitness. It always happens with coaches. And it's cool because it's better to do something than nothing. And it's a great way to tap in. Like, women, like, I know right now, I'm like, do all my skinny jeans still fit from last year? Because that's all I'm going to wear until spring comes. Skinny jeans, sweaters, and boots. So I feel you. You got me on it. I do. But be creative and stand out. Especially if a lot of your friends or coaches too, like, be different. Run it like a Halloween-based group. Something to get ready for their costumes. Mary Lauren's mind is blown. I can see her face. Do like a contest or something like that. A lot of people right now, I know that not everyone is going to dress up in Halloween costumes or something, but some people are. Some people are, and they want to be in these little groups, and you can just theme them. You could do, in the group, you could share fun, healthy Halloween foods, help people find ways to budget to give candy to trick-or-treaters in a healthier way, plan healthy Halloween parties. There are so many ways that you can tap into things that people do in their everyday lives. Football groups. Again, not to harp on football, but it's football season. That's a reality. People love fantasy football. If you love football, do like a fantasy football group where you work out and you guys are all, and you guys pick teams for 3 weeks. You pick who you think's going to win. Make little brackets. And instead of the winner being whoever loses the most weight, make the winner whoever wins the bracket. Tap into football fans that way. Like, Nick would love that. He will work out every day and post a sweaty selfie in the group if it means that if his teams win, he's going to get a prize. Like, he will post the picture just for that. He would be in the group just for that. It's a great way to get interest from people outside of just fitness. Sometimes, like one group I did last year, and it didn't necessarily, it wasn't even a fitness group. Gosh, what did I call it? It was If Shoes Could Talk. And it was a 30-day Christian devotional group that I did. I did not make it a challenge group, but everybody had to purchase the book and we all read it together and we just checked in there. Now, what happened from that? When I posted it, I said anyone could join. I literally didn't care who you were. Like, you didn't have to have a free account with me, nothing. But I said invite your friends. So tons of people invited their friends. Well, when we got in the group, what do? You add everyone. You're in the group talking all the time. You have no idea how many friends I got from there. I ended up with like 10 new clients from that group, just because we all became friends and they started getting to know me in another way. And then so they trusted me. We got to know each other and it was genuine. I wasn't trying to recruit anyone. I really just did it for fun. And I ended up building these friendships, and these people became clients from that, which is crazy to me. I just got the reminder the other day that I did the group and I was like, oh, that girl, like, she won a challenge pack. Weird. Like, recently. So you have to think outside the box on things you can do. There's just so many things that you can do that are free that get people interested outside of just your groups. Combining things, like, I really think this time of year, a big group that you could do, some of the biggest groups you could do, would be the crock pot recipes, a push group with fitness, because they're going to need a workout to do that group, to do that book, because she talks about your fitness goals. And she also, it's actually a really great recruiting group too, because she talks about business and business goals and how to reach your life goals and how you prioritize things. So it can really help people find the time not only to work out, but to incorporate something like coaching into their lives, which is really cool. And if they're doing a Shalene program, she is going to talk to them during every single workout and give them like motivation and talk to them about Shakeology and talk to them about just like life. It would be a completely uplifting way to do a group. Another thing this time of year that's important is to take a look at yourself, like a really deep look at yourself, and say, am I being consistent? Because our struggles, or our target market struggles, are our struggles. So if they're struggling with time management and eating well during the football season and stressing out about getting into their skinny jeans, then you are too. If you let those stresses cause you to fall off your journey, you're not going to be the person that they come to. And that's hard to hear, I know. But if I'm falling off the wagon and I want help, I don't care how consistent you've been all year, you're obviously not the person that can help me right now, because you're stuffing your face with wings and pizza all football season. And I'm trying not to. You're not trying to, you're posting right now about how you don't care and you're indulging. And I look at your page in the last 2 weeks, I've seen every other day you getting your Frappuccino on. You're not going to be the person that I come to for health advice, because you've clearly fallen off the wagon. You're not working out anymore because you're busy, so you can't help me work out when I'm busy. You have to continue to be a product of the product. That's the number one thing that I see this time of year from coaches, is they want to help everyone else get back on the wagon while they're falling off. And it's the only word I can think of right now is it's not authentic. But it's not. You can't preach one thing and do another. You can't, I know I joked about football season, but legit, I'm actually eating the healthiest I've eaten in a while. But you can't post about clean eating and share about doing, max 30 and how you're loving it and you only have 1 month left and you're going to post great results. No, you're not. I've seen you checking in at Texas Roadhouse, and I've seen you posting up the photo, stuffing your face with pizza. No, you're not going to get great results. You're not. I'm sorry. But you're not going to be the person that I come to when that's what I see from you every single day. It's kind of like, look at it from this point of view. This is what it looks like. You know those moments when you have a client you've been talking to and they can't afford a challenge pack? And you're like, of course you can't. And you're frustrated. And then you see, I say that, hold on, we're gonna get there. And then you see that they checked in like at 2 different places to eat out that day and they bought a brand new Coach purse and you're like, really? You couldn't afford it? That's how people look at you when you preach about working out and eating healthy, and then you go check in at fast food all the time, or you post pictures with pizza, or you say, oh, well, it's pumpkin spice latte season. Sorry. Like, no. You can't tell people that there's these awesome pumpkin spice Shakeology recipes and then go check in at Starbucks. That's not how it works. Like, I am so sorry that I'm not sorry for telling you that. But it is. You have to give people solutions. If you're going to give people pumpkin Shakeology recipes, that better be the only Frappuccino that you're drinking that day. You know what I mean? Can you drink them sometimes? Yes. Can you have cheats? Yes. But you don't have to broadcast it daily for everyone, and you shouldn't be doing it daily for everyone. You know what I mean? One of the hardest things for me to see, and it's not because I'm perfect. I'm not. I fell off last fall, but it had nothing to do with football season. And I didn't fall off that hard. I was really hard on myself. I think I gained like 10 pounds and I acted like it was 40. But honestly, one of the hardest things for me as a coach this time of year is to see your business and your fitness fall off. Because I can see from the outside why your business is suffering. Your fitness is suffering. The minute your fitness results pick up, so does your business. It happens all the time. Usually when people's businesses are falling off, they're secretly stuffing donuts in the background and all those things, because when you start to lose faith in your fitness journey, you start to lose faith in the business. It just happens that way. It just does. So you have to continue to be the leader for your friends and family. Even if they think it's annoying and they post things and oh my gosh, they do. Oh my gosh. My family during football season's like, that Shakeology looks really good. I just had 12-piece wings with ranch and a pizza. Bet you wish you had it. No, I don't. I don't wish I had it. Because I know how it makes me feel. And I know that come January, which is great, by the way, if you have not been a coach in January, welcome. January and February are the bomb.com. February is the best one. Because all the people you don't get now who are falling off, you need to start making a list for January. I'm so serious. Like, I'm not lying. Everyone who's telling you no right now and they're falling off, write their name on a list for January. Those are going to be your success club points for January, February, and March. Because those people are, it's just a fact. That's going to be easy. But for now, there are people out there who do want your help and are open to it. And when you provide these solutions, they are going to be like, thank you so much. And to me, one of the best ways to do it is as soon as you see them post in the newsfeed something about being busy with the kids or something, that is the perfect trigger for you to invite them. You don't send them some big 30-paragraph message about joining Beachbody and all that stuff. I wouldn't even script it, honestly. Come up with your own script and copy it. But message them and be like, hey, I saw that you're posting about dealing with time management and stress with getting the kids to school and all these things. I totally feel you. Like, I've been there and I've been just hanging on. But I recently started this new book and it's been really awesome. And it's really helped me with time management and helping me figure out how to fit in a healthy lifestyle too. I'm starting this new group and like, I was just wondering if you would be interested. Something like that. Just start a conversation. Worst case scenario, you're probably the only person who didn't say, oh girl, me too, in a comment. At least you tried to provide them with a solution. There's no one else doing it. There's not. I've seen so many people sharing things like that, and they're getting nothing but comments going, oh my God, girl, me too. It's a nightmare. So when you invite them, if they join, exciting. They can invite their friends because all their friends are on the struggle bus too. This is a great time for referrals. If you find people who are fired up that you found them a solution, they can get their friends fired up too. Marry one. But really though, February is the best month for everyone. It really, really is. It really is. It's easy. But don't think that because it's easy, you shouldn't be trying now. Everyone that's telling you no now will say yes in January and February. But if you stop trying now, you're not gonna have anyone to talk to in January and February. And while we're on the subject, we still have like 13 minutes left. While we're on the subject, the Hammer and Chisel preview was just announced. It's going to be on Beachbody On Demand on the 1st, that workout. If you haven't invited everyone you know to do that, you should be. It's a free 30-day trial. They can try a brand new program. Be like, hey, you can be the very first ones to try this. It's a free 30-day trial. They're not going to be spending any, additional money to be one of the first people to try this. Especially if you know people who want to work out with their spouse and their spouse isn't interested, which is 90% of your friends who are in a relationship or married. This is going to be a great program for that. They're separate workouts, like one is Siggy and one's Autumn. They do not work out together in the workouts. A lot of people are confused on that. It's separate, but it doesn't matter because they're both like really hardcore workouts, and I think it's really cool. So that's a good way to offer another free solution. I just wanted you to know you could try this for free. How many people got a ton of free customers from, bye Mary Lauren, from the free preview release of Size? I got a ton. Everybody wanted to try Size. Everybody was doing Treasure in my newsfeed. I was like, sweet. And it was awesome. So those are just some quick solutions to help you get through this season. Another great group to be thinking about now, I know it's weird to think about this, but it's like 2 months until Thanksgiving and like 3 months until Christmas. My mind is blown, literally blown. Mia, sorry, I'm being distracted by children. Great times to run groups are like a 21-day prep for Thanksgiving and 21 days after Thanksgiving. Clean up for Thanksgiving, prep for Christmas. It's literally solving a problem that people have. One of the biggest things that we need to be doing more as coaches is instead of just trying to help people get fit and lose weight, that's great. People will love you and appreciate you so much more if you're solving their problems. People struggle with the holidays. It's a reality. You struggle with the holidays too, and being honest about that is key. That doesn't mean you tell people for the next 3 months that you fell off the wagon and you're restarting. What you're telling people is, I know that in the past, I have fallen off the wagon and I have struggled this time of year, but that will not be me this year. And this is the solution that I've come up with. So far, it's been working for me, so I know that it can work for you. That's all you do. And it keeps you accountable, because for me, if I wasn't running accountability groups right now, like that I have to post sweaty selfies in and talk about food and all those kinds of things, I could very easily not work out as hard, and go eat junk, but there are people holding me accountable. And so these groups that help solve their problems will solve your problems too. That's like the beauty of inviting your BFFs, like your dream coach, your dream BFFs, to these groups, is that it's people that are just like you, that have your same struggles. So while you're solving their problems, you're holding yourself accountable to solving your own. So I quickly also told somebody, I think Brianna, that, do I say it Brianna? Brianna? Okay. I was reading your lips and I thought you said Anne, so Brianna. Our spouse is in your business. So whenever Nick comes home, we've been talking about doing a bigger call. And on that call, I was thinking that he would talk about I would let him mostly talk. I would talk a little bit, but people get sick of seeing me talk. I thought he could talk and people could invite their significant others to listen to the call. Because for him, this business, I don't even know, he might say he can't do it last minute, but for him, this business has completely changed his life. I mean, think about it. And you can share this little nugget if you want to, but think about it. He was expecting to come home from Afghanistan to seeing his kids 4 days a month. 4 days, joint custody. Joint custody is gross for most people. You don't want to do it, but it's life. It just happens. Because of Beachbody, not to be cheesy and toot my own horn, but I'm going to. Because of Beachbody, there's somebody here to take his kids to work or to school in the morning. There's somebody here to pick them up from school at night. So when he realized that, like, it didn't occur to him prior, I guess. I mentioned it and he was like, oh my God. All he did was say, hey, do you think that we could do split custody instead of joint? And, she was like, yeah, okay, cool. Because she's a mom just like everybody else. She wants some free time to do her thing too, I'm sure all the moms are like, yes, it would be nice to have more free time. So because of this, he's going to see his kids 15 days a month instead of 4. Because and a lot of that, he's pretty new as a coach on the team. But prior, I had opened an account under my ex-husband, and I still have that account. And everything goes to me. It's like a legality thing. But because of that, I have an extra, it used to just max out at $250 every week. But now it's fluctuating between, it just advanced to Ruby. I think last week it made like $350 just in that account. Shout out Team Blake and Ricky. Hey. But really, that's from like 2 coaches, and I have 2 discount coaches under that too that make it Ruby. That's how much a spouse account can benefit you. There are 4 coaches in that business center. It made $350 last week from a spouse account just because I got lucky and 2 coaches who really wanted to do it made it emerald. Like, that was luck. That does not always happen, but it does. Like, you can build it. You really can if you just continue to add to it and give it time. Now, I opened that account less than 2 years ago. I didn't do anything really with it. I kept it was just chilling at Emerald, not really doing much for a while because a lot of coaches, it takes them a while to see the opportunity. But once the opportunity was seen, it really grew. Think about it. That's a secondary business center that's making about $1,200 a month. A secondary business center. That alone is enough to keep a lot of people home from work. Just that $350 a week. A lot of people, that's enough because after daycare, that's your profit that you make from your job. Just to be real, that's what I like working. Once you subtract daycare, I've looked up the cost of daycare. I feel your pain without even paying it. Like, that looks painful. When I see people post how much they pay for daycare, I'm like, so glad I do this. Like, whoa. But really, so it benefits you because what happens? Nick is on my weak leg, so got like 5 minutes. No, yeah. Nick is on my weak leg. Outside of Success Club, I run everything through him, all my sales. So if we're talking and you're not getting a challenge pack, cool. You are going to go to, I was originally going to give you Beachbody, coach.com/Chris Jolly. That's my main account one. But now instead, you're not going to do challenge pack, cool. Beachbodycoach.com/always Chris Marie, or my direct link, whatever. Like the direct link to the exact product. Cool. This is where you're going to go. What's going to happen now? You're getting Insanity Max 30. Cool. 90 point volume, but let's just pretend it's 100 because it's a pretty number. You're going to go over there. Cool. He's on my weak leg. So now I still get the commission from him. I still get the $30. It goes to my bank account. But now I'm going to cycle too, because he's on my weak leg, and that's 100 point volume. So when you cycle, if you don't know much about it, when you have 100 on one side and 200 on the other, you earn a team cycle bonus. I'm a diamond coach, so I get $18 for that. So now instead of making $30, I made $48. If you did that every week, that would be an extra, the Beachbody cycle is like 5 weeks. But even if not, if you did just that one time a week, that would be like an extra $80. That's most of our electric bill. It's pretty nice. Car insurance, phone bill. And that's if that's the only thing that you did. Another thing that I do is if I get random orders in my office, because sometimes that happens, like people go through my link and buy Brazil butt lift or whatever, where free customers get stuff. I just get their information from my office, the order number and their name, and I log into his office and do a coach chat and do a customer coach change and transfer it to myself. And you can only do that within 14 days, but that's another way. The other great thing is he's an Emerald coach. Now, that was easier for me to do because I wasn't a new coach whenever he joined. So my tip for you, make sure you're a solid Emerald before you do it. Do not lose your Emerald trying to make your spouse Emerald. That's not a good idea. But once you're solid and you know you're solid, make them Emerald. 2 things. 1, now they're earning team cycle bonus or the potential for team cycle bonus. Number 2, you're both eligible for free leads if they hit Success Club and are on Shakeology, and so are you. It only costs you like $16 a month to be a coach. So one of those transfers of Insanity Max 30 or something pays for their fee. So that's, I think people are like, well, I have to pay for it. Well, no, you don't. Transfer one thing and it's paid for. It's free. Them coaching is free. Their sign up costs money. Here's cool. Let me give you some numbers here. Let's go with a $140 challenge pack. If you sign your spouse up not with a challenge pack, it's not smart. 2 things. You sign them up with a challenge pack. Number 1, you're going to get 2 Success Club points. Sweet. Number 2, you're going to get the commission for that. So you took a $140 challenge pack. You're getting, let's say, Pio and Shakeology, and they're going to get 30 days of Beachbody on demand if they want to use that. So you earned $40. So now it only costs $100. So now you're getting a program for free. You're paying $100 for Shakeology. You're also saving their $40 sign-up fee. They're no longer paying that. So now it's $60. And you got a program, 2 Success Club points, Shakeology, and you save their sign-up fee. It's like genius. And now you're 1 coach closer to Emerald or whatever rank you're working for. If you can show that your spouse will support you by them signing up, that alone will get a lot of people interested. Even if they didn't necessarily do it because they think that it's like the greatest thing in the world and they're not fired up, fake it till you make it because you're excited. And they'll be excited later. They'll be excited later. Worst case scenario, another thing you can do, want to pay for itself, get their Shakeology and sample packets and sell them bad boys. You will earn back the $60 left over. How easy is that? Sell them for like 5 for $20 or $5 each or something to your friends to try. Do a 5-day clean eating group and just require Shakeology. Be like, it's gonna come with 5 days of Shakeology for $20. If you get 4 people to participate, that's $80. You now profited $20. It's mind blowing. I know. It's the most genius thing I ever came up with on the spot. You're welcome. But really, now you have 2 Success Club points, you have a coach, you made money off of Shakeology and a program, now you got a program for free, and potentially like 4 or 5 new customers. That is bomb. And if you just do 5, they come in 24 in a box. So you have 4 left over. You can try to sell your husband or your boyfriend or whatever, or your mom, whoever you're trying to sell it to, dude. Sign your mom up, somebody. Take those 4 and be like, here, try these. And make them love it too. Because you're not getting any of my Shakeology. Nick tried to have some one day when we first started dating. I made Shako after our insanity workout. I was like, I looked at him like he was crazy for real. I gave him a sip and he liked it, so I made him stay away. But really, I mean, those are things that benefit you. And then once they start cycling, 1 cycle a month pays for their business fees. 1 cycle a month, $14 if they cycle 1 time. And if they're Emerald, they're gonna cycle probably 1 time a month. Because the 90, even if it's just discount coaches, they're gonna cycle like once every 5 weeks. So it's gonna happen. It's gonna be paid for. So paying for it is not what you need to worry about. It is a quick way to rank advance, earn some income and get some success quickly, because how cool do you feel if in your first month, now you have 2 Success Club points? It doesn't matter how you got them, you feel cool. The first time I was on a leaderboard, I was like, it was 1 point. I was like the most excited ever. And you got your first little commission on your little check, and you can be like, I made $40 this week. What did you make from home? Nothing. And you, don't laugh at me. And now you're 1 coach closer to Emerald. You just need 1 more person to join you, and you can be like, how easy would it be then? If you get 1 more person to join you, that's 4 Success Club points. With that kind of motivation and excitement, you're gonna get another one, because the best time to get someone to join you, I used to be in sales, so I know, I used to lease apartments. The best time to lease an apartment, they always used to say, is right after you lease an apartment, because you're on a high. You are. That's why we make the best posts and the best videos right after we work out, because we're so excited. We're on a post-workout high. Same thing. I get, every time somebody gets a challenge pack from me or signs up to coach, I get a huge high. That is the best time to invite people. As soon as somebody does that, like, I go into the Messenger app on my phone. Where's Mary Lauren's message? Here we go. Or wherever, we'll go to this girl. And I click like right here, the little microphone, and click record. And I will message people during my post-workout high and be like, hey girl, oh my gosh, like I just got done with my workout and I was thinking about you. Like, I love this workout so much. And I was like, I have this new group coming up and I really want people who are gonna love this just as much as me and be just as excited as me. And I thought of you. Like, I just think you would be amazing and so positive and so fun in my group. Like, would you like to join? It's not gonna be threatening, because how excited do you sound right after your workout about life? Like, really? Or do what I do. I haven't done this today. This is actually a coffee high. Do what I do and take Energize, and while it's kicking in, send people invites. Because what are you doing for 30 minutes while you wait for your pre-workout to sit in? Nothing. Nothing. You're just sitting there waiting for the tingle. You can be inviting people. It's like the best time ever to do your power hour or to post something exciting on your page. So those are just some of the ways that it can be really beneficial for you to sign up your significant other. Now in the future, those can be one of my favorite things, because I'm a control freak. Those can be diamonds in the future. In the future, those are full-time second business centers. Those can be the people that you rely on. If you need somebody on a certain leg to be diamond and your spouse is there, you better make your own account diamond. Why not? Why wouldn't you? That's what I'm working on now, is building my other business center to diamond. Nick's account is not diamond, but he has like 10 coaches and a downline coach. So, I mean, those are things that you can utilize, especially if you're good at recruiting. For now, just throw a bunch of discount coaches under there and see what happens. It can't hurt. It's not going to hurt you to cycle more in any way. So anyways, those are just kind of my tips for tonight. Like I said, we'll get into the spouse thing a lot more because I honestly think Nick has a lot of insight. I've been someone who wasn't supported by their significant other in this business before. So don't ever think that just because Nick is excited and posts like turtle tacos on the team page. Did anybody see that? It was like a cat pizza and some turtle like with tacos. And like a few months ago, he posted a video. It was actually him talking about leadership on the team page. Like, he's really fired up. He like, leadership is like his jam. He loves it. Just because he is fired up about business, and if he had a better internet connection, he would post way more and be way more involved. But the Afghanistan struggle is real. But just because he's fired up about it doesn't mean that I don't understand what it's like to not be supported. I was highly unsupported in this business my first 2 years. I was told it was a joke, it wasn't real, and it would never work out. And I genuinely laugh every single time I think about it now, because I didn't see the opportunity. So I know that it's okay. Realize that sometimes it's just hard for people to see it, especially when, and I can admit this, in my first couple years, even when I was a little successful as a diamond, I didn't do the work that I said I was going to do. It was kind of like I was bought a treadmill that I only used 2 or 3 times a week instead of daily. You know what I mean? I was kind of half in, so he was kind of half in. And that's how your spouses are. When you're kind of half in this business and you're not really showing what you did, or that you're working, it can be hard for them to see the opportunity. A tip, because I tried this with Nick in the beginning of our relationship, I tested it out. And you can test it out too. It works really well. When we have groups, we do accountability partners, right? You're like, you're my accountability partner in my group, or you have a success partner. Involve your significant other. Use keywords like our. I always call the team page our team page, our business. We made this much money this week. We earned this many Success Club points. All those words. I always am all involving with him so that he subliminally feels like this is our thing, because it is our thing. But I always let them know. Anytime I get a Success Club point, I let him know. I ask him to check on me. I'm like, hey, will you check me randomly a couple times a week and see if I have my power of threes? Will you check me mid-month and towards the end of the month and see if I've hit Success Club? Then he'll ask me, like, sometimes if I'm having a really lazy day, he will be the first person to be like, did you do your power threes yet? Did you invite me one today? Like, what are you doing? How's business going? And I'm like, especially because he'll toss that hour back at me. I'm like, how's our business going? And I'm like, oh, good. It's going great. It's going wonderful. I'm gonna go invite some people now. So if you involve them and you invite them to be active with you in your business, even if they're not active in your business, it lets them know that you are working and you are trying and you're not just playing on Facebook all day. Number 2, and I know this call will get the time out in just a minute. And I am checking myself at the door on this. I have 2 weeks. I know I've been playing games with y'all, but I'm serious about it. This office hour thing is no game. It's not. I have like big goals I'm reaching for, so I've been making myself real available, even though I said I wasn't going to. That's got to end. This man does not allow phones at the dinner table. I wish y'all would try to ask me a question after he gets home. I'm not trying to get fired from my relationship. This bad boy right here will be the death of you. I'm preaching on this for the rest of this call. So if you don't want to hear it, click end meeting. I'm not sorry. If you have the notifications turned on your phone, I don't know how you live your life. How do you live your life? I was at Summit. I was roommates with some people on the team, and their phones like kept going off, and I was like it gave me anxiety. How do you do that? Every time someone comments on something or posts in one of your groups, your phone goes off. Every time somebody comments on Instagram, every somebody texts me, how do you live your life? Like, if every time Nick was sitting beside me, my phone went off when somebody commented or sent me a message, he would lose his mind. And so would I. It's distracting. Like, turn off your notifications. You should check the team page, check my challenge groups, check, you have a contact list of people. You know what you need to do in a day. You do not need your phone to remind you constantly all day. Every single time you get a message. You have got to learn. This is what happens. This is what happens because I've been there. When that happens, what's going to happen real quickly is you're going to resent Beachbody. Because Beachbody is driving you nuts all day long. Your phone is going off all day long, and it is stressful. When you have other things to do, or you're at work, or you need to pick the kids up, or you need to cook dinner, or even when you're just trying to send out your invites and your phone is going, duh, 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 you're getting distracted, and you're not able to, work effectively. It just happens. You've got to turn the notifications off and focus on the things that you need to focus on. You cannot be a slave to your phone. And when you are with your family, be with your family. I did this business for freedom so that I can enjoy time with my family, not so that I could be married to my phone. I don't want to be married to my phone. I want to spend time with my family. And I think you guys do too. And you'll feel better about your business whenever you are enjoying those moments of family. You're going to have a heck of a lot better content if you're actually present when you're with your kids at the park, and not on Instagram or whatever. You just will. That's like my tip of the day. I lost a few people on that one, but it's real talk. You can't work like that all day long because you're not present. So you're not going to be giving anyone on the other end of the phone any value anyway. Just some real talk for you. But anyways, that is it. Does anybody have any questions or anything? I'm working on some Instagram content for you too. I think I'm at 1,620 followers now. I'm really excited about it. I've got 600 new followers in 2 months or something. 2 months? Yeah. It's pretty dope. I got us a few new coaches for the team. I know. It's my project. I don't like pages. They're annoying. But anyways, awesome. I recorded this call, so I can put this bad boy up on the team page. I will not be recording all the team calls because I think when people know they're recorded, sometimes they don't log in on purpose. I've been that girl, so I know. That's why I don't record all the team calls. But anyways, thank you guys for logging on. Thank you for still being on, Angelica, April, and Brianna. I see your hand, April. All right, you guys have a good night.